tripping. Tripping with Theo Bowl.
Come on, Dre.
Yo, what's going on, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Tripping with Theo Bold. I'm your host, Andre Theo Bold. Welcome to the show. Glad y'all could tune in. AT is where it's at on most forms of social media, so make sure you follow me. I ain't gonna waste no time. Let's go ahead and get into it, man. Yeah, we're gonna talk about these hideous uniforms, man. I don't care who designed them. I don't care if their feelings are hurt, but these uniforms are trash. You know, I'm sorry. These new Bills uniforms. This ain't it, man. This ain't it. This is not how. This is not how you break in a new stadium, man. Like, you know what? Like, I'm at the point, man, where I'm like, you know what? I wish, man, they should just go back and take the rubble from the old stadium and repatch that shit up, and then go into, go back and replay in the rubble until we figure out what we're doing, man, because ownership's fucking up, man. They messing around, man. You know what I'm saying? This is not it, man. I don't even know where to start with these ugly ass uniforms, man. I was trying to find this one image right quick. Give me a second. I was trying to find this image to make sure, when I have all my evidence, I can just like scroll right through it, But yeah, man, these ain't it, yo. Um, these, man. And you know what the NFL got to get better at, man? Like, the NFL has to get better at not leaking stuff, man. They got to get better at like not leaking things, man, because every time you see a leak, it's like 90%, it's like 95% true. Like, for example, when they leaked the the Titans new uniform, and then when they what else? When they leaked the when they leaked the what do you call it? Add this to this. Yeah, like when they leaked the Commanders new like, it's like, I don't know who was leaking this stuff, man, but that's a whole separate issue. I'm not gonna get into that. Let me just stay on these ugly ass uniforms, man. This is not how you bring in a new stadium, man. This isn't how you bring in a new stadium. Like, this like I said, I wish that they took the rubble from the old stadium and then repatched that shit up, and then we need to go in there and play in what we were gonna play in, or play in what we played in last year until we figure this shit out, man. Because it all starts with the you guys know my feeling on this, right? Like, it all started with the OJ thing, right? Like, I think OJ should be in the Ring of Honor, right? Just per the history and the stats for what OJ did, right? I'm not here to debate the verdict or nothing like that. But here's the thing: I'm not mad that he's not in the Ring of Honor in the new stadium, or whatever that ring is that they're going to put in there. I'm not mad that he's not in there, right? What I'm mad at is how they went about doing it, right? Like, they started off with negativity, right? Like, you don't tell people what you're not going to do, especially if you're opening up something like a new stadium. It's almost like the people or the ownership at the top, or whoever made the decision to put the ring up in the stadium, they said it's almost like they were mad at the verdict, and this is like their way at retaliating, right? It almost seems like they did it out of spite, right? Instead of focusing on what they're gonna do, they focused on what they're not gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, I'm an engineer and I work in the requirements game, and a lot of people in industry write shitty requirements, and that's not me being negative, it's just the truth, right? It's like people don't know how to communicate, So when you write requirements, you tell the designers what to do, right? Or you tell each subsystem what to do. Like, think about it, right? If I give you directions to my house or to where I live, I'm not gonna say, hey, Hey, uh when you get to Western and 23rd, you're gonna see a McDonald's. Yeah, just keep passing that. Don't do nothing. Then why tell me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't tell me don't give me a negative requirement. Don't tell me what not to do. Tell me where to go. Right? Be like, yo, there's a Burger King on 52nd and Sheep Street, right? Make a left, right? That's a positive like requirement. It's a positive direction. So to me, that's where it all started at, right? With the hey, guess what? Hey, and you know what? They did the same thing with the leakage, right? They leaked it out, and it was rumored that OJ wasn't going to be in the stadium because they're like floating it out there to see what people are going to say. And then they came out and said, yeah, he's not going to be in the Ring of Honor, and yet, and why? Now we're focused on something we shouldn't even be focused on. Like, I wasn't going to the games looking for OJ name in the ring. They could just move the ring over, or they could have put names in the Ring of Honor and not said nothing. But anyways, I'm not here to harp on that. I did an episode on that already. Go back and watch that if you want to see my take on that. But then the second thing I messed up on is these uniforms, man. Like, let me go and pull this shit up, man. Cause I'm so and look, and I everyone else jumped out and made a reaction video. I said, you know what? Let me sit back, take a step back, because this has to be a joke, right? I said this has to be a joke. I said, let me go ahead and just take my time. Maybe they might come out and say, hey, psych, gotcha. Or they would have said, hey, look, we're getting unusual fans, or we're getting an unusual number of negative feedback from the fans. Therefore, we're gonna go back and just not have them, right? So I was hoping they would do something like that. They didn't. So I sat back, waited. That's why I'm putting out my reaction to the new Bills uniform so late. So let's take a look at these atrocities, man. Let me pull up there we go. Hope y'all can see this. But here we go, man. Let's go and get into it, man. So these are called the Nickel City uniforms. These are like the alternate uniforms, right? And I think what they're doing is they're trying to put this out as a feeler, because I think that if the fans didn't complain, I think they would say, you know what? We're gonna try to make these our home permanent uniforms. And nah, they need to look because we're only gonna wear these, I think, for like one game, right? When we wear these shits, this is coming from a Bills fan, yo. I hope we get cooked in these uniforms, man. I hope we get cooked 75 to nothing in these uniforms, yo. So people are like, so that way they can take these joints and dig a hole and bury them in the rubble over at the old Highmark or Ralph Wilson Stadium, man. Because these joints are hideous, man. Like, nothing about these uniforms say nickel City. Nothing about these uniforms say nickel, right? So now you got the charge helmet. Then see, 2 is the what is this? Or B is the gray foundation. Then you got the blue collar for the hardworking city of Buffalo. I'm like, come on, man. Like then you got the left chest charging Buffalo, tone on tone striping. Like, they're calling them the Nickel City alternate uniforms, but nothing in the description or the uniform says nickel. This ain't this. Nah, man. This ain't it. This is not it, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, what I was hoping for was so here's the thing, right? So I saw that these were leaked, or they had like an image with Josh with this, and this was the leak, right? This is what came out, because first they had the gray jersey. This was like old, like they had the gray jerseys out. Like, we saw like screenshots of them or images on the internet in the store or in stores or whatever, and people were like, yo, this is going to be a possible alternate. And I was like, yeah, it's probably some truth to it, because it was a real image of a uniform. It wasn't like a drawing, or it wasn't an image. It was a real picture. And then later on, the helmet came out, and I was like, God, I hope this is not the helmet, man. I hope they're not going to do nothing like this. And lo and behold, they came out with the bullshit, you know? Here's what I was hoping for, right? Here's what I was hoping for, man. You know? Like this here says nickel, right? When you look at the helmet, and I thought we were gonna do a chrome helmet and something of that nature, but this is by an artist online named the Graphic God. He put the Zuba print inside the numbers and in the piping and I mean that's extra, right? But the helmet itself, that to me would have just been enough to have a chrome helmet and then wear all white and then maybe like silver or chrome uh or nickel colored like pants. This says Nickel City more than the other uniforms do, you know. Um, but where's I going with this, man? Cause see here, this is a Buffalo nickel, right? So that to me is where I thought we were gonna go. Um, yeah, man, these ain't like these shits ain't it, man. Um, and look, even the players know the jerseys is some bullshit. Even the players know the jerseys is terrible, man. Like, here's what is it? Let me see if I can find it. So here's Josh Allen, right? Josh Allen came out. Look, you can look at Josh's face and he's like, man, you can tell he rehearsed that shit. That's a face of somebody that is trying to sell the bullshit. No offense, Josh. Like I said, man, Josh is the homie. You know what I'm saying? But this is the face of someone that is trying to sell the bullshit that can't sell the bullshit. Right? Because he made a specific statement coming out saying, stop hating the jerseys. Stop. He specifically came out in the press conference and was like, hey guys, stop hating on the jerseys. He didn't say he likes them. He didn't say, you notice what he didn't say? He didn't say he likes them. He didn't say, oh man, these are my favorite. He just came out and said, oh yeah, and guys, stop hating on the on the uniforms, and they're trying to, he said that the Bills are trying to start a new direction and they're trying to start a new path. Well, this new path ain't it. This is not it, man. And then even look, take a look at this is Deion Dawkins. Right, this is when they asked him about the uniforms. And he's trying to sell the bullshit. This is the face of people trying to sell the bullshit that can't sell the, like, this is how bad the uniforms are, man. Like, Deion, here's the thing, right? I met Deion Dawkins in Vegas, man. Deion's a cool dude, man. He went to my alma mater, you know what I'm saying? But man, when they asked him about the uniform, see, Deion, I think Deion has a future in politics, to be honest with you, man, because he started, he basically sided with what the fans felt, but then he kind of doubled backed around, right? Like he started off, his answer or his reaction was when they asked him, he said, man, when I first saw him, man, like I didn't like him, or something like that. He said that he didn't like him, but then he said, man, I put it on, and he's like, man, it grew on me. He was like, man, like when you put it on, it's different. I don't care if you put them shits on. I don't care if you stretch them out. I don't care if you hold them under the light, put them on in the dark, put a CSI light on it. I don't care what you do to these uniforms, yo. These joints is trash, yo. These joints is trash. Horrible. Look, I don't even care if Terry Pagula came to me and said, look, hey, if you want, I'll give you season tickets for life. If you just co-sign these jerseys and say that they're the best, I'll be like, man, I'll be like, nah, bro. I'll be like, man, keep your tickets, man. Keep them shits, yo. Them joints is horrible, yo. I mean, look at them. These joints are the worst, yo. I thought I had another picture of them up here. Trying to find but nah, man, like these things, man, look like, let me actually see if I can find it right quick. Man, I just can't believe they pushed this out. And you know what, man? Like, you know what I feel bad for, man? I feel bad for the fans, man. I mean, I'm a fan, so I feel bad for the people that bought season tickets, man. Cause it's like it's like they're doing the old switcheroo. They're doing the old switcheroo. They're doing the old switcheroo. Like, you know what I'm saying? Fans, man, they done took out their life savings, and they done took out their what else, man? They didn't took out like their retirement money. They didn't went all in, and then now ownership is like doing the switcheroo shit. And this ain't it, man. This is not it. So I call these joints, man, the Diet Pepsi uniforms, man. And if you look at the back of the right, if you look at the back of the what is it? The backdrop for one of the press conferences that Josh Allen did, they had a Pepsi logo on their joints. I wouldn't be surprised if like, you know, if Pepsi had I wouldn't be surprised if Pepsi had some play in this, man. I wouldn't be surprised at all. Let me see something real quick. Trying to find my photos. Yeah, man. I'm just, man. Yeah, these ain't it, yo. I said it like 30, 40 times, but guess what? I'm gonna keep saying it because these are not it. Here we go. Let's see. Right, so take a look at this can of Pepsi right here, right quick. All right, let's take a look at this can of Pepsi, man. Look at that shit, right? And when you look at the uniforms, yo, we look like a can of goddamn Diet Pepsi, man. We look like a can of Diet Pepsi, man. But yo, the fans are going in on these uniforms, man. Like when you look at the back of the helmet, right? Like the stripe makes a V in the back, right? Like some fans are calling them the what do you call them? They're calling them the Valvoline jerseys, man. Like we look like a bottle of Valvoline in these joints, man. A well-oiled machine, right? And then you got, and I saw this the other night. Like I drove by the Chevron gas station, man. I was like, yo, this looks like the back of our helmet, man. Yeah, man. We up here looking like a fucking case of Diet Pepsi in this joint, man. Horrible, man. That man, it's not, man. This ain't it, yo. This is not it. Um. Also, too, man. Like, here's the thing, man. It's like they're doing all this work. See, a lot of times it's best just not to do anything. A lot of times it's best to just keep what you had and then maybe think about, rolling things out um slowly, you know. But as I said before, like I said, I feel bad for the fan. I mean, I feel bad for the season ticket holders because they put their money out based off of last season in the old stadium, and now they're getting hit with all these surprises, and it's like, and the blue collar thing is very like it's very condescending actually, because I actually saw a cartoon of this, and let me find the cartoon. The cartoon's right here, right? So basically, it's like, you got the new uniforms, and it says they put the blue collar in there for the hardworking people of Buffalo, but the stadium seat prices are for like white collar people that got money, because them stadium tickets cost money, So yeah, man, I feel bad for yeah, ownership is really, at first, like I was on board with the decision from them to move on from Sean McDermott and then even go with Joe Brady. But man, they're just taking a nosedive right now, man, and they really got to rethink what they're doing at the top, yo. Like this ain't it, man. Like Josh Allen. Here's the thing, right? Like when Josh Allen plays bad, we criticize Josh Allen. When the team plays bad, we criticize the team. Ownership right now is fucking up, so we criticizing yo ass. You know, I will go to all the board members and the ownership and tell them, yo, y'all fucking up, man. This is not the way you break in a new stadium, man. Because now like I'm scared to even know what are the future things that are coming down the road. You know, I feel like they just got so many surprises, and they're gonna start leaking shit out. And that's what I'm saying. Like if you leak something out and it gets negativity, then you probably want to just say, nah, let's pull that back. You know what I'm saying? But if you leak something out and the fans are like, if they don't say anything about it, or if there's excitement about it, then roll it out. You know what I'm saying? Um, but I want to get into this, man, because they're doing all this changing and stuff, and this is the one thing that this is what I would say, kind of how should I put it? Made me think a little bit, right? Um, this is what gave me some pause, right? Because when Deion Dawkins basically was saying, you know, if you look at the helmet, we got the charging stripe. Like this part here is like we're like basically they did what the Vikings and the Eagles do, right? It's like a costume helmet where we're pretending to be the thing that we are, right? And the big reason why, like, besides the uniforms being ugly, um, the big thing I don't like besides the uniforms being ugly, another reason why I don't like the uniforms is because it's it's focusing more on the thing we are not. Right? Like every time I go to a Bills game, this just drives me insane. Right? I'll be at the game and on the Jumbotron, they'll have a herd of buffalo and they'll say, everybody on your feet, stampede, make some noise. And, we're making noise or whatever, and we charging, on the Jumbotron, and they're making us think that we're the Buffaloes, yo. And if you really break the shit down, yo, we should not, like, we're not the Buffaloes, man. We're not the Buffaloes, yo. Like, the team name is the Buffalo Bills, right? We're named after Buffalo Bill Cody. And I said this a million times, yo. Buffalo Bill Cody was a bison hunter, right? But he got the nickname Buffalo Bill because everyone thought that the bison that he was hunting were buffalo, right? So here's the thing, right? The only difference between a bison and a buffalo is the size. Buffaloes are actually in Africa. Bisons are like a smaller versions of buffalo in the United States. Okay. Um, so during the time when Buffalo Bill was hunting bison, right, or buffalo, they thought he was hunting buffalo, but really those are bison, right? But anyways, he got the name Buffalo Bill because everyone like knew he was a buffalo hunter or hunting buffaloes, right? So Buffalo Bill Cody killed over like 5,000 buffaloes and then chopped them up and sold buffalo meat, right? So why are we the thing, or why are we emulating the thing that's being hunted, right? That's like the Philadelphia Eagles having a worm on the side of their helmet. It's like, nah, nigga, y'all not the worms, nigga. Y'all the things that get eaten by the worms, right? The eagle, you know what I'm saying? So, um, so when you look at the charging helmet, now it's like we're saying, hey, now the players are actually buffaloes. Like we're now zoomed in on being buffalo now, and we're the things doing the charging. It's like, no, if you're the Buffalo Bills, you don't want to be the Buffaloes. Does that make sense? I meant to look this up earlier too, man. Because what's not what a lot of people don't know, and this is what I didn't know, but I thought that Howard University, the Howard Bisons, I thought that they took the Buffalo Bills logo and used it on their helmets or on their decals, but it was the other way around. Like the charging buffalo was snatched by the Buffalo Bills, right? I forgot I gotta look the brother's name up, man. But there was an artist or a brother, there was a student, I think it was an art student at Howard University who designed the charging buffalo. And the Buffalo Bills said, "Oh yeah, man, give me that." right? So now people think that this was that Howard University took this. No, the Buffalo Bills took this. You know what I'm saying? Um, so yeah. But anyways, to me, the standing buffalo made. I like the charging buffalo look. Like it looks more sleekish. It looks more modern. It looks aerodynamic. You know, but the standing buffalo makes more sense for our team because you know it's neutral, right? We're not saying that we're the actual buffaloes or the bisons, right? We're saying that we're just associated with that animal. But now you're making it charge and you're making it do all this shit. It's like now we think that we're the thing that is being hunted. Um, so to me, it's like if you're gonna do all these changes with the uniforms and Ring of Honor and all this shit, you got to go back and revisit the name, man. Maybe it's time for a logo change. You know, if you're gonna do all this, right? My whole take was just, hey, take the house of cards, move it over, and let's just continue doing what we're doing. But if you're gonna make these changes, let's get to the root cause and figure out the foundation layer of the solution. You know, um, but this made me think about one of the 48 laws of power. Let me make sure I got the law, the one I want. I believe it's law 37. I believe it's law 37. Let me make sure I read the law right. Because this is one of the, me, look, I studied the 48 laws of power, man. Like I look for applicable situations or moments, you know? And right. So the Buffalo Bills are a prime example of law 37, which is create compelling spectacles. Right? Let me actually read the law to you. Create compelling spectacles. Let me see if I can find it. No, just show me the law. I just want to read it. Law 37. I hate when it's like whenever you want to search for something on the internet, especially when you need it, it's like you can't find exactly. It's like the internet knows when you need something, it's not going to give you what you need. I'm trying to just read it. Nah, Rule 37, 48. See now, man. There we go. Rule 37. I'm trying to just give me the law so I can read it, man. It's like I hate when they do that. Um Damn it. Where the hell is it at, man? Okay, let me just read what they have, man, because the internet fucking around. Like they know I'm trying to be successful and they trying to hide this shit from me. So let me go ahead and just read it, man. So or read what's here. Um so basically it states that striking imagery and grand symbolic gestures command attention. They arouse strong emotions and distract people from your true motives. Um the core concepts are you use visuals over words, right? It says images and grand displays are more powerful and believable to the public than logical arguments or plain speech. Use symbols. Associate your cause or presence with powerful, recognizable symbols and emotional triggers. Distraction. A dazzling show keeps people focused on the surface so they do not see what you are doing behind the scenes, right? So at the end of the day, I think that the way the Buffalo Bills got the name is it just sounded nice, right? It just sounded different. Like to be honest, like the Buffalo Bills has a nice ring to it, you know? Um, but truth be told, like Buffalo Bill Cody was not from New York. He has no ties with the state of New York. We're just the city's name is Buffalo. And they were like, okay, cool. Buffalo Bill to the Buffalo Bills. How about that? Right? It sounds nice. So everything they're doing now, all this symbology and all this other stuff, it's distracting people from the fact that Buffalo Bill Cody was a buffalo hunter. Really, he was a bison hunter, but they thought they were buffaloes, right? So that's why they call him Buffalo Bill Cody. So, um, so to me, it's like, you want to, like, there's nothing like, here's the thing, right? There's nothing specific that's tying like the actual team name to the city, right? Let's take, for example, right? Let's take a look. To me, one of the dopest, and like I said, I'm not a Ravens fan, but they did this shit, like what they did is dope, man. Like the color schemes are dope, and the team name is dope because the Ravens are named after the poem "The Raven" by Edgar Allan Poe, right? Now Edgar Allan Poe wasn't from Baltimore, but he spent a lot of time in Baltimore, and I believe he wrote the poem in Baltimore, right? So the Raven basically is a poem about death, So, um, so you see all those connections. It's like, really, it's like you're getting a piece of history of the city when you like actually just look at the Ravens, right? Like they're like a derivative of the city. The Buffalo Bills, it was a catchy name back in the 60s or whatever it was. Um, and then it turned into um, you know, we had all this imagery and all these different like things or whatever. And then no one ever took the time to really break down like the etymology of the name and the logo to make the shit make sense. You know what I'm saying? So the Bills kind of are like, basically, long story short, is if you create some bullshit that don't mean nothing and you put pictures around it and you keep if you keep putting out these dazzling displays of imagery that you say represent what it is that you're representing, people will get distracted from the actual name or the thing, and you therefore have created something else, right? So I know some people that think a bill is a type of bison, and no, it's like that's not what no. We're named after Buffalo Bill Cody, right? Like, I don't know. I just wish the team name and the logo made more sense, but I was cool with just kind of leaving things be and just moving things over. But when they zoomed in and put the horns on the side of the helmet, right? And then we got the charging stripes on the side, it's like they're saying that we're the we're buffaloes and we're not. So I don't want to hark on that too much, man. But yeah, man. Now these uniforms ain't it, man. These uniforms are no bueno. Look, as y'all know, I'm a jersey enthusiast. Like I collect I got jerseys from every like phase. Not I don't have every single jersey, but I have every like jersey design from when I became a fan, right? Like I got the white solo stripe. I got the jerseys from the 90s. I got the jerseys from the early 2000s. I got jerseys from like now. I got the throwbacks. I can tell you one thing, man. These Nickel City uniforms, I am not buying these shit, yo. I don't even care if someone buys it for me. I ain't wearing that shit, yo. Get that shit out of here, man. Nah, fuck that, man. Like here's the thing, right? I'm not a season ticket holder, but I've committed to like seeing the Bills like for like more than 20 years, yo. Like traveling, putting money up, buying jerseys, buying game tickets. So I have a right to be critical. And like I said, these jerseys are trash, and I don't give a fuck who feelings I hurt, man. Like I don't care. The jerseys are hideous, yo. Them jerseys are not it, right? Now what would have been dope, right, is if they took the chrome helmet with if they took the nickel helmet and put a standing buffalo, like, and if they used the standing buffalo instead of the charging buffalo, and then put a number inside of the buffalo or put the jersey number in the side of the buff, that would have been different, right? Because now it's like, okay, we're getting away from the whole charging buffalo thing, and now, okay, buffalo nickels were a thing during Buffalo Bill Cody's time, right? So now it's like, you know, like I said, that makes more sense than what we have now. It might not look better, but it makes more sense than what we have now, you know? Or better yet, what they could do is, here's what I would do, right? If I was redesigning the Bills logo, I would just say, you know what? I would say, and I'm not a fan of this, but to me, it's like there's a way to do it to make it so it works. Is I would basically design a B that's like leaning forward, and I would keep like I would keep the charging stripe. Is I would associate the charging stripe with the B, but that basically keeps the legacy of the charging bill stripe that we had in the past. But we're not like saying that we're buffaloes anymore. That's my biggest thing, man, is we're saying we think that we're buffaloes, but we're the thing being hunted. Right? Does that make sense? Or am I missing something? You know? But yeah, these jerseys ain't it, man. Let me see if I can find that I want to see if I can't find let me see if I can't find that Cole Bishop, because this is gonna like Cole Bishop new Bills uniform images. See if I can find it. Yeah, let me see if I can find these joints. Images. Nope. I'm looking for. Here we go. Well, man, they keep giving you all the other. And the internet, man, when it knows you're trying to be successful, man, it's more like it just starts hiding stuff from you. It's not what I was looking for. I had everything lined up. Man, thought I had it. Okay. I'm getting frustrated. No, because it's not giving me what I wanted to show. Let me just click on one of these. Because I want the one with the back of the helmet. Here we go. I hate doing this, but it's basically off of someone else's page. Photos, images. Okay, here we go. Boom, boom, boom. Here we go. All right, so see the back of the helmet? That's why people, like when you look at the Valvoline or the Chevron, it looks like a gas station uniform or a gas station helmet. Yeah, these ain't it, man. I said it like a million times on this pod. I know I did, but like I said, I hope we get smoked in these uniforms. Like I hope we get smoked in these uniforms, like 70 something to nothing, so they can just go ahead and throw them joints in the trash after the game, or I hope that we wear these on the last game of the season versus the Jets when the season don't matter, you know. And it's like, look, all we wanted were the red helmets, man. That's all like if you look in any thread, like 90% of the Bills fans are like, yo, just bring back the red helmets. Bring back the red helmets. That's all we wanted, man. Just bring back the red helmets. And then last year they brought out the rivalry uniforms, which was which were the snow jerseys, and those are fire. Like those are nice. But then we were like, nah, man, bring back the red helmets. Bring back the red helmets. And they come back with this bullshit. right? And there's a few fans that I know that wanted the blue helmets, but I'm like, if you put blue in our helmets, now we're the Giants. You know what I'm saying? And that's what separates us from like the Giants, man, is either the red helmet or the white helmet. Like to me, all they had to do is real simple, right? If we have the white helmets, right? If we have the white helmets, um, wear the white when we wear the white jerseys, right? So if we wear like all white, or if we wear the white jerseys on blue pants or whatever, then wear the white, right? Because the white helmet complements the white jersey better, right? But when you wear a white helmet on a solid blue or a solid color, it just looks weird, you know? So that's when you want to bring in the red helmets, right? So it's like a Boolean, it's like Boolean logic, right? If you wear a white jersey, wear the white helmet, else or otherwise wear the red helmet. That's all they had to do, man, and we'd have been solid. But now we going through this shit, man. But yeah, but what are your thoughts, man, on the new Bills uniforms, man? Do you like them? If so, what do you like about them? Yeah, put it in the comment section. Let me know. Let's talk about it. But like I said, man, now it's like anytime I hear a rumor about the Bills, I'm just gonna assume that it's true. You know, um, and matter of fact, that's another reason to just stay off the internet, man, and to stay off of like Bills pages and Bills YouTube thing. Because when you start hearing rumors, that means that someone talked about it, and they're trying to get a feel for what the fans want, even though they gonna do what the fuck they want to do. But nah, man, yeah, this ain't it, man. You know, this is not it, y'all. Like I said, man, I'm at a loss for words with this atrocity, man. These Diet Pepsi ass uniforms, man. This shit is terrible, yo. So not only do we have a ugly uniform, but our team name still don't make sense, right? I can see if they, yeah, we got like I said, man, they got to if I was ownership, I would just leave things the way they are and maybe mess with the piping of the uniforms or whatever. But I would keep the colors and everything just the way they are. Maybe mess around with the piping. Maybe mess around with the combination of the colors of the uniforms. But that's what I would do. But if I was gonna do this, I would go a whole. I would just say, you know what? Let's go ahead and let's redesign the whole logo, because the logo and the team name once again does not make sense. The team name and the logo are counterproductive to each other. And then you're gonna have some fans that are gonna come out and they're gonna try to force, like, there's no way you can force a meaning to our logo and our team name. There's no way you can force it, right? So, anyways, um I think I've beat this dead horse enough. But now you guys know how I feel about the uniforms. You know how I feel about the ownership right now. Um, yeah. Right now I have no faith in ownership right now. None. Because like who co-signed this shit? You know what this is like, man? This is like when you go to a party and the DJ play what the fuck they want to play. You know? Like, here it is, you got hundreds of people that pay to come to this party, right? It's supposed to be a rock concert or whatever it is. I'm just giving you an example. It's supposed to be a rock concert, and you and this bitch playing Kenny G, right? Nobody there want to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like someone at the top says, "Oh, I think this would look nice." Fuck what the fans think. I'm gonna do what I want to do, and if they don't like it, then cool. Oh well, it's my team, right? This is what this shit is like, yo. This is exactly what this shit is like, yo. Someone like didn't even really. This is an example of being tone deaf, where you don't care what people think, you don't care what it is. I'm putting this out. Right? It's like being a comedian that you tell a joke that you think is funny, but nobody laughing. Like, one thing about being a comedian is you got to be able to listen to the audience to gauge like what works and what doesn't work. Right? Now, it might be the room where the joke might not working, but if you go to 10 rooms and you run the same joke and you get no laughs, then motherfucker, that shit ain't funny. Right? You gotta listen to what the audience is responding with. You know what I'm saying? And it's not saying, look, and that's not pandering, right? Pandering is when you don't care. Like, see, everything has to have a balance, you know what I'm saying? And when you pander, what's happening is you don't care about your own values. You don't care about what it is that you want. You're just basically trying to get the reaction from the fans or whoever's watching this shit, right? But it's a balance, right? Everything has to be in harmony, right? Like, you have to be authentic with yourself and then do something that represents, your version of authenticity. And then you have to look and then put it out there to see how the fans and the audience reacts. If there's a rule in comedy, right? Like, if no one in the room laughs in the joke, then for all intents and purposes, that joke's not funny in that room, right? Now, if you go to 10 rooms and do the same shit, and no one laughs, the joke ain't funny, right? Same thing with these uniforms, yo. Like, everyone is like, I haven't seen one comment where people are like, oh, this shit is dope. So, like I said, man, I don't know who greenlit the shit, but these joints is terrible. And I hope we get smoked in these uniforms, 75-0, so we can throw these shits in the trash after the game and just go back to what we were doing before. You know what I'm saying? I hate to sound like negative, but this ain't it, bro. This ain't it, man. So I hope the ownership hears this and they really think about what I said, and but they're not, because they don't care, right? Right? I'm just a fan that's signing up for the bullshit. So anyways, I think I've harped on this enough. What are your thoughts, man? Put it in the comment section. Let me know. Do you agree with me in stating that the Bills should, if they're gonna go this route with making so many drastic changes, should the Bills go ahead and just redesign the logo? Because really, that charging buffalo is not our logo. Go look it up. It's not. It looks nice, but it's not our logo. Do you think these uniforms look more like a can of Diet? Do you think our uniforms look more like a can of Diet Pepsi, or a bottle of Valvoline, or more like a Chevron logo? Like, let us know, or let me know in the comments, man. But like I said, man, I don't like the direction where things is going, yo. But I'm still a fan. So with all that being said, without further ado, I keep messing this up, man. I gotta get better at this, man. Come on, Dre. Like I said, I gotta get better at doing this, man. So like I said, man, let's go. Like, what are your thoughts? Put in the comment, let me know. Put it in the comment section, let me know. Let's talk about it. But without further ado, I'm out here, folks. Peace. Tripping.